Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players there. OTAs, training camp, preseason. It's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Carr right away going to look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw his Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing now is Carr. And this one is incomplete. A.J. Cole comes on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll roll him out right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Now it's Crowder. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Got an open man, it's Pringle. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Pollard again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 68 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. From the 29, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on them to take them through 17 games, so you
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. Now Jones. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the official.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's Mooney with another catch. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. From the gun, here's Fields. They still can't get him. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down. Not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. Now after the INT, it's Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on second down. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Carr. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage. And
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, and it's Pollard again. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney from 21 yards away. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive goes 8 plays, and finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On second down, here's Carr. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. For the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Jones on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For one step, he doesn't create any magic against the front. That's prepared for him to try and take off.
On play action, Fields rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing his car on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at Soldier Field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, looking maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here in this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. Now the point after try for Santos. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Carr going to throw. Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down. Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Raiders chance again for a touchdown.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Carr will look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. To throw is Fields. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A handoff for Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They'll run with Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 1. A little under a minute to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Carr gets this to Waller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Able to connect with Jacobs. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. One last throw here for Fields. He's got Mooney. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Las Vegas, a win.